Welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about mutants. What are they, and where do they come from? This is a mutant. This mutant was once a human, but it came into contact with C12. If left untreated, the victim's body will continue to mutate uncontrollably, resulting in horrific and dangerous side effects. The incubation period for C12 is 14 hours. If bitten on a limb, it is advised by NUG protocol to remove the infected area as soon as possible. Failure to do so will result in full mutation, leaving only one possible outcome. Say, Billy, do you know what a nest is? A nest is the name of a breeding ground created by the mutants, usually found in poorly lit areas like caves, tunnels, and abandoned buildings. Do you know what to do with a nest if you find one, Billy?
Kill it with fire?
That's right, Billy. You kill it with fire. Hey, Billy, what's the best way to deal with a mutant?
Kill it?
That's right, Billy. You kill it. In any way you can.
Wow!
Be careful, Billy. They're sharp. The axe is great for chopping and slicing, but no good for stabbing. The sword, however, is perfect for stabbing, slashing, cutting, and beheading. A blunt instrument is great for causing massive impact trauma, like this cricket bat. But be careful with the hammer, as the clawed end can get stuck inside the skull. You can add a knife to every weapon you own. Knives on guns, knives on bats, knives on axes, knives on gloves, knives on knives. Why not give your mutant slaying weapon the edge it needs by adding some artistic flair? Paint on tribal patterns, or add stickers. All the cool bandit kids are doing it. Enclave, the term for a settlement fortified by survivors to protect from the harsh apocalyptic world. When the C12 virus first came and society crumbled, people began to group together and hold up inside buildings. But people made bad decisions, choosing unsafe areas like hospitals and churches. A good enclave location needs to be strong, easy to defend, and have an escape route. Strong high walls are a must, and it always helps to have working irrigation. Once your enclave is fully functional, and you've allowed NUG soldiers to make base, it's time to start rebuilding society. It's your duty as a wasteland survivor to keep the human race alive. So find a suitable female and consider repopulating the earth. Under NUG guidelines, there will be no religious icons, practices, or buildings inside enclaves. Science is the only help we need. And speaking of science, every enclave needs a state-of-the-art NUG classified robot companion. You can use your robot companion to protect your enclave from bandit attacks, or you can use it for laboring tasks such as farming and heavy lifting. Remember, the NUG is here to protect. Mutants. They're like zombies, but worse. They continue to mutate as long as they remain infected. Some can become quite powerful and large. They can be killed in any way. It doesn't have to be a headshot, although they always look cooler. Cannibals. When food became scarce in the wasteland and society broke down, some people had to resort to extreme measures. They had little belongings, and most of their clothing was made from the skin and bones of their victims. NUG. The new united government was formed as a militia group by ex-army and police forces when civilization collapsed. Although their intentions were to protect survivors and wipe out mutant infestations, the NUG were often shunned for imposing curfews and rations on enclave inhabitants. But if you ask me, they're doing just fine. Bandits. The worst elements of humanity have come together to form an army under one ruler, the Bandit King. The ranks are made up of rapists, murderers, and thieves. These are not people you want to try to reason with. So keep your walls high and your gun loaded. Welcome to the final installment of your Apocalypse Survival Package. Today we'll be looking at close-quarter fighting techniques you'll need to learn to stay alive in the wasteland. The Scorpion. The Deathclaw. The Sledgehammer. The Crowbar. The NUG-approved sleeper hold. The Bandit Bash. The Execution. Thank you for purchasing this tutorial and survival guide. The NUG and the makers of this guide take no responsibility for limb damage, loss of hearing, lung disease, radiation poisoning, drug addiction, assault, cannibalism, bestiality, mutation, murder addiction, sociopathic tendencies, depression, anxiety, or death that may come as a result of following this guide. Stay safe out there. Fuck you. Just fuck you, man. Fuck the apocalypse. Nobody needs a fuck. Yeah, here's your apocalypse right here.